find yourself easily getting yards and then as soon as you get inside the red zone, your offense completely stalls out? Well, today we are going to change all of that with two of the best red zone passing concepts in Madden 22. The first play we are going over is Z spot out of the formation single back wing. Then the second play is tight end attack, also in the single back wing formation. With these two plays, your offense is going to be almost impossible to stop when you get into the most important area of the field. They do a great job of putting pressure on all areas of the field, but especially taking advantage of the back corner of the end zone. This is huge because this will keep the ball away from the user and will allow us to score easy touchdowns without having to be too worried about throwing interceptions. These two plays are also going to complement each other perfectly because they attack the defense in completely different ways, making it so difficult for the defense to adjust to try to take them both away. Now for this video, we're going to be continuing my Empty Manning offense out of the Steelers Playbook. So I already have a ton of videos out for this scheme, so if you want to check out everything else, I will leave a playlist down in the description below for you to check out after this video. So we are going to look at the play Z spot first, and for this setup, we always want our tight ends to the short side of the field. Then for our first adjustment, we want to take the wide receiver on the short side of the field and put him on a smoke screen. Then we want to take the backside wide receiver, motion him in towards the ball. Then we want to put this player on a post route. Now, if you don't have access to Hot Route Master on your quarterback, just put this player on a slant. Also, I like to put this player on a slant if we are inside the 5-yard line. Then last adjustment, just take the outside tight end and put him on a streak. That is it. Let's go take a look. Now, the first read on this play is going to be the tight end on the corner route. If there is a hard flat on the field, he will bite down on the smoke screen, and then the deep blue defender on the short side of the field, no matter what zone coverage they are in, will jump inside onto the streak, and the tight end will get wide open in the back corner of the end zone. With this play, guys, it's going to work against cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, as long as there's a hard flat. So right here, I had Omaha activate. You see a hard flat on the field right here. Deep blue defender, this is cover 2. Watch the flat defender here. He's going to bite down here, play hip to hip. Now, this is the deep blue defender. Watch what he is going to do. He is just going to stay inside on this streak. Like, look at him. He's staying hip to hip on this streak. And look at how open the back corner of the end zone is. Absolutely wide open. We're running this from the 2-yard line. Fire it in, no one even close for an easy touchdown. Okay, here it is again. This time it's going to be cover 3. So we see single high safety here, flat defender here, and this is going to be the deep blue defender. So right here, pitch, look for the flat defender. Flat defender stays down on the little smoke screen. Then look at the deep blue defender here, guys. He is going to jump inside on the streak. Look at where he's playing on the streak. He's playing behind the streak. Now look at the back corner. Absolutely wide open. Run that and boom. Like there's nobody within 7 to 8 yards of him in the back corner of the end zone. So the first one was on the 2-yard line. The last one was on the 6. You can even run this out to like the 15, 20-yard line. Right here, same thing. Watch the flat defender on this side of the field. Boom. He's going to come right down here. Stays right on our smoke screen. That is going to open up this back corner. Then we see the deep blue defender. He sprints in on this streak. Like he is just absolutely on his horse, sprinting to this streak. And look at this, guys. There's nobody within like 15 yards of this back pylon. Cover 3 once again, and we are just going to fire it in for one of the easiest red zone touchdowns you will ever see. Now for our second read, if the flat defender drops back underneath the corner route, then we just want to quickly throw this smoke screen underneath. This will gain us easy yards and force them to put hard flats on the field. For our third read, if the user jumps over to the tight end side right at snap, or if they just are overloading their defenders on the tight end side, we can look to the backside post and we can just low ball this in over the middle of the field. Okay, so 2nd and 14 right here, we're going to look for the user, and we see the user starting on this side of the field. It's kind of playing there, had a bit of a blitz coming. So then I just look backside here because I saw the user started on this side of the field, and we have a huge hole right here. So if they're bringing a blitz and the user starting over here, just fire it right into this post. I like to low ball it in there. We gain 10 yards down to the 2-yard line. Now, if you want to unlock even more of this scheme and take it to the next level, you have to check out my website, Scheme King. Now, up right now is part 2 of this red zone scheme, where I show you even more ways to score in the most important area of the field. I also show you my favorite red zone run in the Steelers Playbook. And then we have a ton of other videos for this scheme already up, with even more on the way. So if you want to check out Scheme Kings, I'll leave a link down in the description below. Okay, now we're gonna go over the adjustments for tight end attack. For this play, we always want our tight ends to the wide side of the field. Then take the solo wide receiver, motion him in towards the ball and put him on a hitch. Then we just want to take the running back in the backfield, put him on a wheel. Then take the outside tight end on the tight end side and put him on a flat route. Then the last adjustment, take the outside receiver on the wide side of the field and put him on a slant. Now the first read on this play is going to be the running back on the wheel, and we are going to throw this basically every time as long as the user doesn't jump out onto it or they don't have a vert hook sitting over top of it. Okay, right here guys, we're on the 10-yard line. This is going to work similar to the last play. Basically anytime you get in the red zone, you can run this 20 yards out. I prefer this from about 15 yards and in though. So right here, we're just going to look for the flat defender, and what is basically going to happen when this flat defender or when this flat route runs out here, the flat defender is going to run out, then this wheel is just going to come up this shallow seam. So right here, boom, look at the flat defender on his horse on that flat route. Then we just have this huge lane right here for our running back to run up into, fire it in, make a guy miss, and we score from 10 yards out. Okay, so that was the 10-yard line. You can run this from the 6. I run it from the 2-yard line. It's going to work, no problem. So right here, once again, flat route, look at the flat defender, jump out. Tight end is also going to be breaking over the middle of the field. That's going to help pull the user into the middle of the field. Once again, super nice alley right here for our running back, fire it in, 6 yards out, untouched for an easy TD. Now read number 2 is going to be this post from the tight end, and he's going to run to the back corner of the end zone and get wide open because the hitch on the solo side is going to hold down the flat defender and keep the deep blue defender on the inside. Okay, now this is where it starts to get a little interesting. So now watch the user on this play. So we've run this a few times, boom, he's going to jump down, he sees the wheel. So now this backside is where this play just absolutely kills. So right here, here's the flat defender, here's the deep blue defender, here's our motioned in hitch route right here. So what's gonna happen, this hitch is gonna keep everybody inside of the numbers, and now our tight end is just gonna come right out to the back corner once again. He's gonna get absolutely wide open against zone coverage. So this was cover 3, look at that, fire it into the back corner, nobody home, easy touchdown. One more time, here we go. So boom, this is more of a cover 2 look this time. So here's a cover 2 flat defender, here's the deep blue defender here, and same thing. So once again, the user jumps out on the wheel, take that away. Now we're looking to the short side of the field. Both these players stay inside. As soon as he passes them, pass it out to that back corner of the end zone, toe tap, nobody within 3 to 4 yards for an easy touchdown along the sideline. Now read number 3 is going to be this wide receiver on the slant. If the wheel is taken away and the user starts on the short side of the field, we just want to low ball this slant into one of the holes that are going to open up in the middle of the field. Now being able to score in the red zone is going to help your offense a ton. But what if your opponent is playing that annoying lockdown man coverage and you just aren't able to get your offense rolling? Well, if you want to see my favorite 2 man beaters that I have found so far in Madden 22, you need to check out this video right here.